Chapter 49. Mr. Yao left that day without talking to Jason. He said he had to go pick up something at Home Depot before it closed, and he took off. I hoped that when he got home, they'd talk. As I passed by the front desk, I gazed at all the keys. Imagine hanging on to all that pain and guilt for so many years. No wonder it shriveled Mr. Yao's heart up like a prune. Lupe was in my bedroom when I got back to the manager's quarters, pulling her things out of her backpack for a sleepover. I could smell the delicious aroma of Jason's practice duck wafting from the kitchen. It made my tummy rumble. "Did your mom like Allie?" I asked her. Lupe nodded. "Does she know?" I asked. "No, your mom." I smiled, taking my Polaroid from my backpack. Lupe shook her head. "I'm not sure what to tell her. That I'm confused. I mean, there's no news. Allie's still just my friend." "That's okay. I don't think we have to have everything all figured out before we talk to our moms." I thought about all the conversations my parents and I had about their jobs, trying to buy a house, the motel. Grown-ups didn't always have everything figured out either, and that was okay too. Lupe peered at me and smiled. "Yeah, you know what? You're right. Maybe I'll talk to her tomorrow and ask her if, besides the volcano feeling and the sunset stare, there are any other signs you like someone." I grinned at Lupe. "I'm sure she'll know." We plopped down on my bed and started going over all the photos I'd taken at the Matt's Cup. "Hey, Mia, look at this!" she exclaimed as she held up a picture of Team Centilla working at their table. I leaned in closer. That's when I saw it. A calculator. Not just any calculator. The latest, most state-of-the-art graphing calculator. They were hiding it underneath the table. "No wonder they solved the problem so quickly," Lupe announced. "They cheated." I jumped off the bed. "You realize what this means? We have to demand a rematch." "A rematch?" Lupe asked. Mom walked in and I dashed over to show her the Polaroid. "Look, Mom," I pointed to the calculator. "Don't you think they have to give us a rematch?" "100%, she cried. Lupe shook her head. "Mr. Jammer's never going to agree to that. He'll just tell us to let it go." Mom's face hardened with resolve as she took the photo and put it in her purse. "Then he shouldn't be the coach. First thing tomorrow, we'll go to the administration. I'm not going to stop until we get what we deserve. A fair competition." I grinned. Whatever happened to not wanting to cause any trouble? After what happened to Lupe at the Cup, I decided there are some things more important than job security, like being there for my students when they need me. Lupe threw her arms around my mom. "Here, here," Jason said, walking into the manager's quarters. We turned around to see him holding a platter with his gorgeous duck roasted to perfection. "Anyone interested in practice duck?" "Wow," I gush. "If that's a practice duck, I can't imagine how good the real one's gonna be tomorrow." Mom and I set the kitchen table while Lupe called up Billy Bob, Fred, and the other weeklies. That night, we feasted on tender roasted duck, a warm beet salad that Hank whipped up, and mashed potatoes with caramelized onions. The meat from the duck slid right off the bone. "This is the best Peking duck I've had outside Beijing," Mom told Jason. He grinned. "I'm calling it Anaheim duck." Hank laughed at the reference to our local hockey team. He pointed to Jason with a bone. "We should send some to them." "To the Anaheim Ducks?" Jason asked. My eyes widened. "You just gave me a really great idea," I told Hank. Hank chuckled. "You think the Chinese players are going to like this tomorrow?" Jason asked nervously as he reached for a duck like himself. "Like it? They're going to love it," Hank assured him. We'll set up a nice long table for them out by the pool." "Should we run out and get flowers like last time?" Dad asked. "Nah, the food will speak for itself. And we're going to eat it family style." Jason said with a grin. At the word family, I looked around the table. They were all my favorite people, the heart and soul and spirit of the Cala Vista. I never thought I'd say this, but I wished Mr. Yao were there too, feeling the love in the room, and I wished Jason's grandparents could join us. Despite everything Mr. Yao wrote in his letters, I think they would have been very, very proud of their motel, and especially their grandson.